Hi, I'm Craig Huffhines, Executive Vice President of the American Quarter Horse Association, and this Executive Vice President report was to be delivered to you all at the 2020 AQHA Convention in Las Vegas, Nevada. Unfortunately, for the first time in 80 years, the convention had to be canceled, but I'm grateful for our Executive Committee's thoughtful process in making that determination just ahead of the COVID-19 pandemic outbreak. I am hopeful that you all are safe and secure during these extraordinary times, and I look forward to together defeating COVID-19 as we begin to reopen our economy. This report is an overview of the 2019 year and how the business activities of 2019 truly prepared the organization for this year's unforeseen dramatic shelter-at-home order. It has been my pleasure this year to work with the AQHA staff, leadership team, and all of our dedicated AQHA employees, as well as the AQHA Executive Committee, all who have been focused on modernizing AQHA's technology platform to support the breed registry, membership services, and competition requirements of this wonderful industry. Today, I will introduce you to the Executive Committee and staff, leadership team. We will review the AQHA mission and scope of business, discuss the technology transformational challenges of 2019, address decisions that have helped shape the future of the organization, and highlight how AQHA is positioned for the future. Your 2019 Executive Committee is comprised of professional businessmen, including Executive Committee member Dr. Scott Myers, First Vice President Butch Wise, President Stan Weaver, and Second Vice President Norm Luba. Finally, Executive Committee member Ken Banks. President Weaver and his wife Nancy had a remarkable year in 2019, logging well over 100,000 miles and representing AQHA members in multiple countries, including Germany, Italy, Brazil, Mexico, Canada, and Australia, as well as multiple state stops for events and annual membership meetings. 2019 was not an easy year to be the president of the world's largest equine breed association, as the new AQHA computer went live on top of the inauguration of Stan's presidency. Glitches in the system created complex problems for the day-to-day business. 3 months worth of registrations, transfers, and membership renewals were backed up due to technical glitches and complexities that created backlog, which overwhelmed an outpouring from membership with demands for swift transaction completion. Couple the complexity with a population of new member experience employees following the retirement of over a dozen senior level service providers created a perfect storm for delays in service. Stan took on the challenge along with other Executive Committee members by taking phone calls from breeders and members and sending emergency work into designated support teams in order to expedite turnaround time for registrations, transfers, particularly for upcoming sales, shows, and racing venues. Over the course of the summer and into the fall of 2019, the backlog and slower performance of the system was eventually improved going into the fall of 2019. On behalf of our Executive Committee and AQHA staff, I want to say thank you to all of our Board of Directors who provided a great deal of positive support as we were going through this transformation. In addition, it is with gratitude that we thank the show secretaries who chipped in to learn this new system and helped the member service staff push time-sensitive transfers through to completion. The entire situation proved that when like-minded, dedicated people pull together, any massive undertaking can be overcome. Again, many thanks for the support of the membership during this trying time of construction. We at AQHA have a tremendous management team that have put extraordinary effort and hours into transforming the organization's capabilities and navigating these uncertain conditions as we open up our economy. I've never worked with a more dedicated group of people in my 25 years of breed association work. I'm extremely proud of Aaron Bobos, our CFO and COO, and the team of operational people that have worked so hard over the past year to get our performance back up to speed. AQHA's primary mission are threefold. First and foremost is to record and preserve pedigrees of American quarter horses while maintaining the integrity of the breed. Second, encourage American quarter horse ownership and participation. And last but not least, actively protect the welfare of the American Quarter Horse. Your executive committee, along with all of our committee appointments, have worked diligently to preserve these primary missions. AQHA has a global reach. Last year, 2.8 million quarter horses were reported globally, represented by 708,000 quarter horse owners. In 2019, there were members from 38 different countries outside of the United States that registered an American quarter horse foal. 2019 AQHA statistics reported 221,000 members, just down 5.7%. International members reached nearly 32,000. Registrations for the 2019 season were 68,655, and transfer transactions were at 93,352. You'll notice that registrations and transfers were both down. A lot of these will be caught up as we had the backlog begin to roll over into fiscal year 2020. When we say that AQHA is a data company, we truly mean it. There were over 1.3 billion bits of data information to support the industry. 500 million of those are records involving pedigree and ownership of horses alone. The complexity of this information is massive, and the greatest benefit of this difficult computer transformation from 2019 was the conversion of thousands of files of disparate data sets into a few hundred data sets that could be workable. This has enabled our staff to be able to access this information and serve our membership anytime and anywhere. This new platform allows for AQHA to be poised for future developments into show management automation, real-time data leaderboards, member dashboard with personal information, and a more streamlined system for online registration and transfer. All of these projects are on the priority list for 2020 and 2021. In 2019, AQHA rolled out DocuSign as one way to expedite the transaction of transfers, which has historically held up transfer of ownership for weeks. Today, signatures providing ownership transfers can be handled as quick as an email. And speaking of anytime and anywhere, AQHA new internet phone system took a bruising in 2019 as the number of daily phone calls surpassed 3,500 per day, outpacing the capacity of the call center. Staff literally worked 7 days a week playing catch-up until the system could be turned for better performance. In the last 6 months, turnaround time has improved dramatically, and the call center and service levels have caught up with demand. Furthermore, because of the new voice-over internet phone system, AQHA was able to send every employee home with a laptop in order to maintain AQHA business the last 10 weeks during the shelter-in-place order. Productivity has not suffered, and we are recording registrations, transfers, and membership renewals at a pace that's faster than before 2019. On a weekly basis, AQHA Member Service Department records the performance metrics of the service center on AQHA.com. This is an example of last week's throughput of transactions, email communications, calls answered, and registration certificates printed and mailed. In addition, the arrangement of performance data on stallions have opened up new possibilities for promoting stallion breeding. Q Stallion is a new product that exposes the talent, skill, and athleticism of the genetics representing the greatest stallions in our business. Mare owners from all over the world now have access to this information, which automatically updates daily. There are currently 180 stallions listed on the new platform, which is accessed religiously by nearly 30,000 users. The future of stallion promotion starts and ends with Q Stallion. Finally, 2019 ushered in the beginning for a new chapter for the Quarter Horse Journal. Since 1948, the Quarter Horse Journal has been the voice of the American quarter horse. Over time and in recent years, other magazines were published, such as America's Horse, that was distributed to every member as a member benefit. Realizing that the publication business is changing dramatically, oftentimes instantaneous news over the internet has driven out most of the printed news industry, and advertisers only have so many dollars to spend to promote their product, a change was necessary for the journal. AQHA invited Jim Jennings, the former editor of the Quarter Horse Journal, back to help and rethink how we can communicate through print with our members. Jim was named Editor Emeritus in the fall of 2019, and teaming up with marketing mind John Lutz, created a stunning new AQHA lifestyle magazine. Each member would have received this first edition in their mailbox this past April. This now stunningly improved publication with its wonderful stories, the special people and horses in our business, is a shining example of what AQHA is all about. It draws the passion out of all of us for the horse and for the amazing Western way of life. Thank you, Jim and John, and to your entire creative team for reminding us once again why we love the horse and the quarter horse family. In closing, your AQHA staff continues to work hard to innovate and create new digital sources that will benefit membership in the future. The tough work has been done. It's now time to get creative at designing new tools to support the passionate people of our industry in the show pen, on the backside of the racetrack, providing sales services to those in and around the auction block, and last but not least, provide benefits to the masses of quarter horse owners who simply love the horse. Fellow AQHA members, I wish you and your family safety and security as we begin to open up the U.S. economy during this COVID pandemic. Look forward to seeing you at the next show, perhaps on the back of a racetrack or down the next riding trail. Please be safe.